My name's Christine Allen, and I am a worship arts pastor. The fruit of my labor is seeing people's delight as they respond to an amazing God.
My name is Greta Grzwana. I am a dancer, I'm a choreographer, and I teach dance. My studies gave me a much greater awareness of art, theology, and faith through the ages. So I realized that the work that I aspire to do is part of a very long tradition that weaves through the culture and is really important and vital.
My name is Jillian Granum, and I'm a musician. I'm in some way expressing something that God has placed within me creatively, whether that's through my own compositions or through planning worship experience that will help other people to connect with God.
My name is Nick Warnes. I'm a pastor and church planter in Northeast Los Angeles. This is a extremely post-Christian, post-cynical, art-filled community. And at the Brem Center, I was fortunate to do the program around worship, theology, and art with a strong focus on film. And we wanted to be around people who love to create.
My name is Michelle McCreary, and I am a social entrepreneur. One of the main outcomes of going through the Brem Center was that idea of how do you integrate your faith with your vocation or your artistic practice.
My name is Olga La. I am an installation artist, and I do mostly site-specific work and some sculpture. One of the biggest opportunities the Brem Center has allowed me was right when I was starting out and trying to show publicly. They offered a lot of opportunities to show work.
My name is Leah Buterin Schneider, and I'm a doctoral candidate in theology and culture. And I'm very grateful to be a Brem Scholar. I had the joyous opportunity to teach medieval devotional praxis. It was great to watch from the beginning of the week to the end an appreciation for what had been an amorphous cloud of the communion of saints to what had flesh, bones, faces that could be recognized.
As a teacher, I feel very privileged to work with the students at the Wooden Floor in Santa Ana. It's both a challenging and inspiring experience to watch the kids' progress. We dance with them through the struggles of growing up. It's a sacred honor and responsibility to work with the dancers and to teach others about dance. Since going through the program at the Brem Center, I have a much greater hunger and interest in pursuing my faith from an academic perspective as well.
My education at the Brem Center really showed me what church could be like. Yeah, I think it revitalized in me the idea that church can be alive, it could be relevant, it could be an experience that you don't want to forget. The possibility of having a church where it was integrated and intergenerational came up while at the Brem Center, and theologically speaking, I see worship as an earthly preview of what we're going to be doing in heaven.
I design handbags from upcycled vintage fabrics. So I take garments, clothing, vintage materials that were discarded and repurpose them into something that's usable. For every bag that I sell, I donate $5 to a comprehensive program that feeds kids, does early childhood education, does job training for women in a village in Malawi in Africa. My experience in the Brem Center has definitely strengthened my conviction that engaging with culture in practical ways is a worthy pursuit.
I think some of the most meaningful work we've done has been at Glen Felice Elementary School. And from there, it's sparked all sorts of opportunities. Anything from people tutoring on a daily basis over at the school, to raising money to get them computers, to donating lots of books for their library, to numerous beautification projects we've done. Super meaningful things that I think are accomplishing our mission of literally creating spaces for reconciling relationships.
I'm very much a materials-based artist. I find materials and something about it makes me want to create something out of those things that I find. So being able to take something very ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary, I think for me says something about faith. I have to say, I think without the existence of the center and without the courses that they've offered, like Orvieto, like the courses that Wilderness leads, I wouldn't be where I am now. I'm still learning, I'm still figuring things out and still processing things, but it's really set a foundation for me.
Being here and being affiliated with the Brem Center, I think has just exposed me to a diversity of theological backgrounds and liturgical backgrounds that I wasn't really familiar with. One of the things that I want to make sure I'm always doing as much as possible is functioning as a midwife almost for people that are in the process of carrying and giving birth to some kind of creative vision. The Brem Center just kind of opened my eyes to how wide and how broad integration could be.
I came and was able to help purchase books for our library. We have a fabulous library of arts and theology. I think it's the preeminent collection. The Brem Center, with their sponsoring exhibits and doing workshops and labs, are reaching out to the larger community even as they're building up future leaders of the church. And the synergy of these different gifts and visions has multiplied. The sum is greater than the whole of its parts. And that's both the mystery and the joy of what we celebrate in our 10th anniversary.
The Brem Center has really helped me to envision a means of engaging with culture that is perhaps not traditional.
I'm coming out with new, fresh ideas and desires for revitalization of church worship.
The Brem Center is a wonderful place and still growing. So it's great to see that there are people like Bill and Dee who are supporting that.
Thank you, Bill and Dee, for giving me a place to come to continue to nurture and develop as a Christian and as an artist.
I'm so grateful for your vision, for your generosity, and for doing the work of the kingdom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.